Hello, everyone. Let's have a look at number 7 on the worksheet. This is probably the hardest problem on the worksheet because it involves an ice table. Those tend to be trickier than the more conceptual problems you saw before. Okay. Um, this table has some of the values filled in. So let's look at this reaction. We're told that CH4 and O2 react in a 1:2 ratio to form CO2 and H2O, which are formed in a also 1:2 ratio. The initial values for each are all given on the table. We have no product to start. Okay, so let's start filling in this change row. And since we don't know all the changes, we're going to use our variable x to represent each change. And we will do negative x for the reactants, positive x for the products, and we'll include a coefficient in front of x if there's a coefficient in the balanced reaction. Okay, so the change for CH4 is going to be minus x. There's no coefficient on CH4. O2 is going to be minus 2x because O2 has a 2 coefficient in front of it. CO2 is also x, but it's plus 1x because it's a product, so it's positive, and there's no coefficient. And water is going to be plus 2x. Again, it's a product and it has a coefficient of 2. Okay, one of those values is given to us. The value for CO2 is said to be 0.1. So what can we take from that? Well, plus x equals plus 0.1. So x is 0.1. Okay, useful information. Should be enough to solve for the rest of the table. Okay, so the end value for CH4 is going to be 0.5 minus x, or 0.4. Okay, O2, 0.5 minus 2x, or 0.3. CO2 is just x, or 0.1. And H2O is 2x, or 0.2. Okay, I think that's the hard part. Once you've figured that out, you can find the equilibrium value, the equilibrium constant value K. So let's write our equilibrium expression. It is products, CO2, and H2O. H2O is squared because it is produced at 2 moles at a time. Products over reactants. Here our reactants are CH4 and O2. O2 is squared. Okay, so there's our K expression or our Q expression. We have our equilibrium values for each, so we can just simply go and plug those in. CO2 or K equals CO2 is 0.1, H2O is 0.2 squared. The denominator is going to be CH4 is 0.4 and O2 is 0.3, also squared. Okay, I have to calculate that quickly, but hopefully if you're able to set it up to this point, you don't stumble on the calculations. This comes out to be 0.11. Okay, hopefully that explanation makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know via email or Google Classroom. Have a good one.